guys, Triggs-Rhuda here. Since I was the one who had this cockamamie idea of super casual craft room tours, I'll be the first to go. And I want you guys to know, in your honor, I put on real pants as opposed to sweatpants or yoga pants. So, winning. So, I actually have two spaces. Originally everything was in this one very small room, but I reorganized things fairly recently and things are working much better. So I have my own business as a professional photo organizer. I also, I scrapbook, I knit, I sew, I quilt, I do lots of things. So I've had to split up kind of where I do things. So this is my computer. Silhouette. So this is where I do anything computer oriented. So photo organizing for myself. Cut stuff on my Silhouette. This is a large format scanner. You can hear it humming. It's running right now, scanning slides for a client. My other scanner, this used to be full of scrapbooking supplies. The bottom two drawers still have my punches because I don't have anywhere else to put them. And the rest I'm like experimenting with, putting scanner supplies there and things. It's my own personal scanning project. Highly recommend Archival Methods. They have these great slide storage boxes to keep your archival slides safe and sound, and then a whole ton of them fit in that box, which I guess I can show you. So this is my family's slide project that I'm working on. So as you can see, the little boxes fit into the big box. So in between doing client work, that is one of the things I'm working on, as I have a ton of slides because my father and my grandfather both work for Kodak in the time of free film and free developing. So there's my creative hub notebook, and I keep all my notebooks and all sorts of, this is like all my pretty things, all the things I love. I used to have all my sewing machine stuff there before I bought this giant scanner. So that is all now down on the dining room table, which is covered with mask making supplies. So I will be doing that after I upload this to YouTube. So this was the sewing. So I still have some of my sewing stuff under here, scrap fabric, client stuff, RAS card with various, I don't know, I need to get that together. Anyway, mending. You guys are seeing it all, I'm telling you. No holds barred here. Yarn stash, books, business stuff, projects. I keep a couple of my scrapbooks have landed here. So this was One Little Word last year, and this was 2017. 2017? December Daily. There's 2019 December Daily. Some of my books. A large format printer. Love this thing. Another combo printer scanner. Silhouette stuff. Postcards I bought at the museum when my friends and I went there. My yarn swift my husband made me. Old scrapbooks that I'm going through. I had some corrupted Aperture libraries, bringing them into Lightroom, and so fortunately those are all printed, so I'm kind of going between the printed photos and the photos on the computer to make sure everything matches up. This is like the corner of doom back here. Then my other space is, hello again. Yes, we're going to vacuum today. So my other space, this is this little room that leads into my daughter's room. And originally when we moved in here 9 years ago, we made this a reading room. Then we changed it into a craft room for the kids. And when they went to college, I decided it was going to be the paper crafting room because I had half of my stuff in that room and half of my stuff in this room. I had a different shelving unit. I had like all of my embellishments in that white cart, and then I had paper in the shelf in the other room, and then it was back and forth, and then I had Project Life cards in here, so it was just completely nutty. So I will say laughingly that I did clean for you guys because the girls are home unexpectedly from college, so the house has been a dumping ground right now. We're still trying to sort it all out, but anyway, so sorry, this is long and rambling because, you know, we don't get to talk to other people. So what I did was I took a 4x4 IKEA unit that my one daughter didn't want anymore. So I brought that in here, and then I bought another 1x, stuck it on top. So I now have all of my scrapbooking supplies except my punches, which honestly I don't even use that much, are all in here. All in here. So I have empty albums, cutter, cutting mat. I have a bunch of different cutting mats. So the smaller one is tucked up there. I've got week in the life, Christmas, so all my Christmas stuff. When I'm done with December Daily, everything that's left over that I want to keep goes in that box. This is all Halloween because I do a Halloween album. This is all stuff from my Alaska trip. So I'm not used to doing videos for consumption, so this is super rough, people. And then that box up there is all my scrap paper. So then I have cardstock, rainbow order. So then this cubby is a 52 Stories album for 2018 that I'm working on. And then 2019 Project Life by the month, which I have done nothing with except for stashing different things to go in the album. And I'm using Allie's Stories by the Month kits from a year or two ago, and so I've broken them up and slotted everything in, but have done nothing else. And then these are the supplies for the 52 Stories in this Heidi Swap album, which I'm loving. So we work on that. This is all page protectors. So then paper kits, paper by color, theme. I did this a while ago, and this has been a huge game changer. Getting stuff sorted and labeled, because like yesterday I was working on a layout and I needed a neutral piece of paper, so I went, oh, neutral, yes, blah, 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 found my paper, cut it, awesome. So now the next thing that I'm doing is I'm kitting up all of my like things from one line. So like I just got this. It's so pretty. Summer will come. So this is all summer market stuff I bought. I used to just break everything up and put it by type, and then when I would go to scrap, I'd be running around looking for everything, and it was annoying. So I'm back to keeping all the stuff in the same kit together, and my intention is then to pull more things from my regular stash and add them to there, so I have one giant kit. That was kind of the plan anyway. So then, let's see. I tell you, really didn't clean up for you guys. So then I have these baskets that I got at Container Store. I don't even know if they have them anymore because it's annoying and they change their stuff all the time. I made myself shells from corrugated cardboard and heavy duty. There's like this heavy foam core that you can get, which I had laying around. So I made myself shells. So twine, frames, there's on my washi. So I kind of organize it by type and by color. This is what's left of my Project Life cards. I had probably 3 or 4 times as many as this, and I gave them all away, which I still feel really good about. So then I have all my miscellaneous kind of embellishments are in these baskets by color. So that's kind of bigger stuff, smaller stuff, neutrals, pinks, reds, orange, blues, greens. Oh, no idea what that was there. Album label holders, clips. Then I have stuff in drawers. So this is small wood alphas, large alphas. The only bummer about these drawers is they don't pull all the way out. But, you know, we'll make it work. It's fine. So all my alphas are in there. So wood veneer, sequence bling metal. So this has been like really nice because I can just reach in, grab it, go. Then more things. So Llama dots, I love. I had so many crepe paper embellishments. I just stuck them all in one bin. Tags, papers, stickers, labels. Oh, L Studio stuff. I didn't even remember that I had. I should probably put that there. Fused Till and embossing supplies. This is really great. This is a photo developing tray I snagged from my dad. So this is great when I'm doing a project like December Daily or Project Life. I can put, or Week in the Life, I can just put everything in there. Random albums. I don't even know what's in there. It's all different kinds of adhesive. Like punches. Sorry, this is kind of a mess. I reorganized as part of this all of my stamps, which I don't really have that many, but this has been like super helpful. And then what I did when I redid all my story kits, I made copies of all the story stamps. So if I'm looking for something, I can just flip through this, and I just keep that right there. And then I went through all of my inks, so they're all in one bin. And then I made color card, so I can just easily find a color instead of trying to fish through everything. So that's super helpful. More stamping stuff. And then, yeah, so this is what happens when your kids go to college. You move your stuff into their room, and then when they come home, they give it back to you. So I had this bin of miscellaneous craft stuff, and these 4 boxes are all memorabilia from like the last, I mean, that's college. No, that's not. That's after college. So this is memorabilia that I am figuring out what to do with. And then I have the bins. See, it's all a mess. Bins that I don't have any place for. Then this whole bin right here is envelopes of story ideas and albums and things, and they're all together. They're all tucked in here. So so this is like when we went to Quebec City. This is a layout I want to do about magazines. Then that's my one little word stuff for this year. Then I had gone through and done a whole process with story kits, so that is where I'm keeping the story kits that are ready to go and make layouts with. And then this is where I keep all the story kits that I have not processed through yet. I took everything out. Sorry, it's hard to see. I took everything out and filed it so it's easy to flip through, and they're just stored alphabetically. So then I have a Rascog cart. So this is full of art supplies and a curtain I need to put up over. This is my daughter's closet for her room. Super miserable out. So then this is my big work table. There's my whole bin of, I reorganized all of my alphas as part of this. So I did them by color, and then anything that was small, I'm trying to find it. The smaller things I put in a packaging envelope. So now it's super awesome. I can just pull what I need because I kind of work on color for stuff like that. And normally this lives in that cubby. So, but I've been working on stuff, so it's been on the floor. I've also been making masks for the effort. So this is all my bins of small scraps of fabric that I have been cutting up to make masks, recycling bin, trash, daughter closet. And then this table is awesome. My husband made it for me years and years and years ago. It's a gate leg, so it actually folds up and it's only that wide. And it's amazing when you fold it all up how much bigger this room looks. But when I'm working, it's great. I cut all my fabric on it. So right now I have my hip kit club for March. I put all the hip kit stuff for March in this container from IKEA. And as I was working on things, I yesterday, the day before, I also like threw some extra things I had pulled that went with the kits in there, and then I'm working on the bond kit. So what I've done is I pulled 6 kits, and I went through all of her videos and the handouts, and I wrote down story sparks and photo ideas. So I have 3 pages. This is just the bond kit, and then I wrote down layout design ideas. So for each kit, and then I have the kit stuff, and I pulled photos. So these are all the photos I had pulled to go with the stories I wrote there, and I put them all in a plastic envelope, thusly. So you can see I have all my play stuff. This is so I have my story ideas. I have the handout. I have all the little tiny bits that will get lost in a bigger envelope. I have photos in there somewhere, and all the cards and the stamp. So it's all, oh, there's the photos on the back. So it's all ready to go. So I wanted to scrap, and I pulled out the bond kit and started scrapping. This is another October afternoon kit. So these are the photos I have yet to do for the bonds kit. These are the elements of the kit and the cards. So my plan is, once I run through as many stories as I'm gonna do for a kit, it all gets broken up and put kind of in the general scrappiness. And I have my spinner caddy. I've had this forever. This is like, not Maya Road. I can't remember the name of it, but I am doing a travel project with it in the 3rd quarter of this year. I'm going to print pictures from every place we've traveled, and I have tags. It's really cool, and you clip it up. So it's kind of a fun thing. Grandmother's candy dish. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I have an album that I'm putting all of my story kit stories are all going in this album. So I started with adventure. I did 3 alphabetical, and then the 3 most recent that I had. Well, it kind of broke it up a little bit. And then these are the layouts I did the other day. I have to put journaling on them. I'm kind of liking the 6x9 size. It's super fun. I had a lot of fun using the kit. I actually used my silhouette. These 2 girls are now college freshmen. I actually used my silhouette. So that was like craziness. I just had to write those and put them away. And then I had done a poster for my sister. My uncle, our uncle was an illustrator, and he specialized in very photorealistic illustrations, and his specialty was like Old West and firearms. So he did 6 gun digest covers. So we have these publications, and she scanned the covers, and so I made a poster, which I have to trim and get sent to her, her and her boys for that. So that's pretty much it. That's the tour. No holds barred. We're having a coastal storm here north of Boston. So it's a good day to stay inside. I'm gonna scan slides and make masks, and maybe tomorrow I'll do a little more scrapping. So I hope you guys enjoyed the crazy long-winded tour. Thanks so much. And okay, I challenge everybody else, make a tour. If I can show off my nest of craziness over here, so can you. Bye.